And so hello everyone and welcome to new videos. So today I will show you how to make a good Minecraft thumbnail for your channel. Before we start the video, make sure to subscribe. We're about to reach 1,000 subscribers, which is just crazy. We're so close, guys. So make sure to subscribe and let's get right into the video. Alright, so the first step is to go in a Bed Wars map or a Bed Wars game. You could just be wherever you want, to be honest. But what we're gonna do is take a picture of ourselves while running with a sword, because this thumbnail is a Bed Wars themed video thumbnail. So yeah, might as well just do it in Bed Wars. So for example, if it's a Dwells video, you can do it in a Dwells lobby. It's however you want, but the background will be a bit changed, just saying. So yeah, but what you want to do is run forward while hitting. And just taking screenshot of yourself. So just go in F1 so all the chat and everything disappears. Run forward and press space so it looks like you're actually moving and going to somewhere, and just take screenshot of yourself. So I'm gonna press F2 while running, and as you can see, I made a couple of screenshots. I would recommend putting your name where the sky is. You'll see that later in the video. But don't put it where there's a building. I usually like putting it in front of the sky, so you can like do whatever movement you want. You can run, you can do anything you want. Just take a cool screenshot of yourself, and let's go right into Photoshop. Okay, so press Windows plus R, type %app, caps on, app data %, press enter. Then you want to go to .minecraft right here, and then screenshots, and then you should be having all the screenshots over here. So let's just take a look at them, and we're gonna take one screenshot that looks the best. I think this one looks cool. This is the screenshot that I want. Let me just drag it to my desktop, and let's go ahead and open Photoshop. Alright, so once Photoshop is opened, you want to copy my settings. Let me just change them. So you need 1920 in the width and 1080 in height. You obviously want pixels. You want a white background, RGB color 8-bit, and just copy my settings right here and then hit create. Alright, so now we have a blank space right here, and what we're going to do is just take our screenshot and put that into Photoshop. There we go. Alright, so let's now start with step 2, creating the actual thumbnail. Alright, so one quick side note, if you don't have Photoshop, there are many alternatives out there. For example, Photopea is one of them, which I really like. So if you don't have Photoshop, make sure to just go on YouTube and look at an alternative that you like, and just use that alternative, and it should come out the same. So yeah. Alright, so usually what I start off with is lining out your skin. So you want to take this tool, the polygonal lasso tool, and then you just want to go around your skin so you can make another layer. So let's just go ahead and do that. And there we go. So now what you want to do is right click and click on layer via copy, so you now have your skin right over here. So now what we want to do is select your screenshot, and we want to delete all of this because that is kind of useless, and we're going to replace that by the text of like the 1000 star. Okay, so what you want to take is the spot healing brush tool. Now, since the background is completely blue, which I told you earlier, it is really easy and yeah, it is really easy to remove all of this. Now, since it's blue, so it's going to be blue on blue, it's going to be spotless. So let me just go ahead and remove all the unnecessary name tags. There we go. That should be around it. And there we go. It literally just disappeared. Look at that. And it's like it never existed. So now we have our skin, and what we're going to do is put the text of the 1000 star right above here. So what we're going to do is take the text right here. We're going to type 1000. That is 100. 1000. There we go. And I forgot to add the brackets, of course. So that is the wrong bracket. 1000, and then we're going to start changing this up. So first of all, we want to take a good size. Alright, so now we want to give the 1000 star an actual color. Now, since it's a rainbow prestige, that means we need to give every single number a different color. So I put on my second screen the Minecraft color chart. Now this is extremely good because you can just take, for example, for the one you can take the exact same color as Minecraft. So for example, the red, we're gonna hover over the one, we're gonna change the color right over here, and we're gonna insert the red pattern of the chart. All right, so for red it is AA and then 4 O's. There we go. So that's the Minecraft red right over there. Now we're going to do the second 0. So the second 0 is actually orange. So we're going to go to here and we're going to put the orange one in, which is FF, AA, and 2 O's, I'm pretty sure. No, it's 2 zeros. There we go. Now we got a orange 0, and then the next one is light yellow. So that is FFFF55. There we go. Now the last 0 is a green one, which means we're gonna take light green because I'm pretty sure it's light green. So that's a 55FF55. And there we go. That's the 1000 star right there. Now we also need to change the brackets. So for the brackets, I would say we're just gonna take like another color. So for this one, we're gonna take light red, which is FF. 5555, there we go. And for this one, oh, I forgot to do it for this one, whoops. And then for this one, it is like purple, I'm pretty sure. So we're gonna do AA008A. And there we go, look at that, 1000, that's looking good. Now we need to change the font of this, so let's go ahead and do that right now. Alright, so what you want to do is select everything. Then right above here, I have currently Mon selected, so you want to change the font to Minecraft. Now, out there's a lot of fonts, and there's a font called Minecraft on font websites, so you want to download the Minecraft font. There's a lot of tutorials out there that you can watch. It's very simple, just, yeah, make sure to get Minecraft font. It will automatically import into Photoshop once you download it. So, alright, now what I actually forgot to do is the character is looking very small. So we're going to take the image, Control T, and we're just going to make this a bit bigger. Like that, and I zoomed out while doing that, so I did not mean to do that. There we go. We're just gonna make the image a bit bigger so we can see the player a bit better. Now don't zoom it in too much because or else the resolution will go down by a lot, and that is not good if the resolution goes down. Let me just remove that so I can center it on the screen. There we go. Now the character is centered. And we're going to take this second character and we're just going to make it bigger like the other one. Let me just go ahead and do that. Okay, that is a bit annoying if it doesn't want to teleport. And there we go. That looks pretty good to me, let's be honest. Let me just make that a bit bigger, and there we go. That looks pretty good. Alright, so now we have the character bigger. Let me put back the text right above the name, right over there, and that is looking really good. 1000, there we go. Now, what we want to do is, for the background, we want to change it a bit, because this just looks very simple, very natural, and we want to change that up a bit. We want to spice it up a bit. So what we're going to do is click on Filter, Blur, and then we're going to go to Radial Blur, because that's the blur I like the most. Now, there's two different blurs. There's one that's going to go in a circle-ish movement, and there's one that goes into the zoom movement. Now, I like the zoom movement because everything is concentrated to the center, and since at the center it's the character with 1000 star, I prefer doing zoom. I personally put the amount to 10, but let's just take it to 7 because we want to do it not too much, and we're going to set the quality to good, and that's going to give something like that. It's going to motion blur it out a bit. So that is looking pretty good to me. Now what we're going to do is take our layer with the skin, we're going to go in blending options, and we want to customize this bit. So I want, for example, to add a stroke. Let me get a white one, there we go, and that is already looking really good. We can also add a drop shadow, so that's going to give a shadow to our player, which is honestly looking really good. And you can copy my settings. There we go. So yeah, you can copy my settings right here. And for the stroke right over here, you can copy everything. And we're going to do the same thing for the text, so we're going to make the text a bit better. Now, don't modify the text a bit too much because it still needs to be Minecraft-ish related. But a bit of drop shadow isn't going to do that much, but it's still going to look really good. Now, there's also one last thing that I want to add to this thumbnail, and that is selecting the regular marquee tool, and then you want to go on your background layer, and then just select an area like this. So make sure all the corners, all the edges are the same width from like the edge to the border. And then you want to right click and do, where is that again? Select inverse. Alright, so now that you have selected the inverse, you want to right click again and do layer via copy. So now that you have the layer of the outer ring of your background, you want to select normal and you want to change that to overlay, and there we go. So now we have like a contour that is looking pretty good, not gonna lie. And also one last change I want to make really quickly is make this text a bit above, because I don't want it to stick to my player. And there we go, that is looking pretty good. Now you can customize how much you want, but for example, if you want to add like 1,000 stars, like for example, you do Control T, you remove the brackets right here, so you remove the brackets, this one plus this one. There we go. You can make the text a bit bigger, you can make it change, rotate. If you take it at the corner, you can rotate it like that. And then you can, for example, add another one like stars, for example, right over here. You make this look bigger, you make it rotate at the same degree, you put that right under there, and then right there you got stars. So for example, you go in blending options, you can put, for example, a stroke. I'm actually going to put a black stroke and make the text white. So you want to click on the stars, click on here, make that white. And there we go, and I forgot to save the blending options. We want to make that a bit bigger. We're going to give it a bit of drop shadow. Maybe not that much. I'm going to change the angle to the right. And that just changed all the angle of everything. That's bad. Anyways, we're going to keep it like that. So like 1,000 stars, you can customize that however you want again. And yeah, so you can put that wherever you want. Just put it like right there if you want. Make this how you like it to be, but there we go. You just have a clean looking thumbnail. Now, I'm going to give you a couple tips for Photoshop. If you mess, for example, something up, there's a hotkey which is Control-Z, which is going to rewind everything you did. So that is honestly really good. If you mess something up, just hit Control-Z, and it will go back to the previous change that you have made. And that is something that have helped me out so much, and it's just so great. And I'm pretty sure to go forward, it's Control-Y. So if you did Control-Z but you didn't want to, just hit Control-Y. I'm pretty sure that is it. If I'm not right, I'm going to make the changes on my screen. And yeah, that is it. Alright, so I just wanted to show you guys something extra. There are things online which you can find. For example, arrows. So arrows are pretty cool because basically they give you more attractiveness to your thumbnail. So I have multiple arrows here on my second monitor that I can just drop in and get those on my screen. So you can just move it around. You can press shift to like kind of make it larger. So press shift and click to make it larger. Yeah, so you can like modify this however you want, and you can like make this pretty cool. So like 1,000 star, you know, you see it's like pointing towards the 1,000 star. So yeah, I actually did that right over here, and I like this pretty much. So yeah, there are a lot of little extra things that you can find online that you can download and just pop in your thumbnail. So yeah, that was it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great day. See ya.